Yo, 420 Kids live direct in effect, Oklahoma City bound. The D-Town knowledge is key. Dirty Mac and what's happening?
Put it up. What it
Yes,
do?
sir. Man,
Dirty
looking
Mackin.
at it.
God body.
And today's episode,
God
we
body.
got Tory Lanez on trial for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. In the foot. Jumping straight into this video article. Let's see what they got going on here.
Begun in the Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez shooting trial 2 years after Thee Stallion says the rapper shot her in the foot following an argument inside an SUV in Hollywood Hills. Prosecutors presenting their case against Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, say he personally inflicted great bodily injury upon Thee Stallion, whose legal name is Megan Pete. But Lanez denies these claims. Here's video of Tory Lanez entering the courthouse earlier. Cameras are not allowed inside the court, but as our team receives updates, we're going to provide them to you. Sources tell ABC News that Megan is expected to testify tomorrow. ABC News contributor and host of Law and Crime Network, Brian Buckmeyer, is following the case. He joins me now, along with ABC News contributor Mike Muse. So, Brian, first, last week, Tory Lanez charged with an additional felony count here, discharging a firearm with gross negligence. He's pleaded not guilty to all these felony charges in the case. What do you expect to take place in court today?
Today, we're expecting opening statements for both sides to lay out the groundwork for what they're expecting the jury will hear throughout the trial. For the prosecution, the story is pretty straightforward. They're going to say that Tory Lanez either shot or shot at Megan Thee Stallion and either directly hit her feet or, as opposed to this new charge they added at, recklessly discharged a firearm in the proximity of her feet, causing some sort of injury. And for Tory Lanez, what we're starting to hear and maybe heard from the preliminary hearing, that someone else shot at her, that Kelsey Harris, her assistant, who was in the car. And whether or not either side is going to be able to push the needle toward their side is just a preview of these opening statements.
Yeah, so that's where the trial is going to focus. And Mike, Tory Lanez is outspoken about this incident, as he has been throughout. And on social media, he claims his last tweet, he writes, quote, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. You sit and watch now," citing a biblical verse as well there. So what's the backstory here? Why is this significant in this area of our culture?
Well, not only is this happening right now in the court of law, but this case is actually happening in the court of public opinion and also, too, on the court of Twitter. There's been a lot of conversations on both sides, those individuals who are supporting Tory Lanez and fans of his, as well as those who are supporting Megan Thee Stallion. And so a lot of social commentary has weighed in on the validity of both sides. These two are also major pop stars. Both of them have put out, in Tory's case, a full album dedicated to this entire situation where he says that he is innocent, he's being framed. Megan Thee Stallion then responded in a single to which she denounced his claims and talked about herself being the victim. This then goes into the social discourse of dialogue about believing women. We've seen letters that have come out from individuals of nonprofit organizations, elected officials in support of Megan Thee Stallion, including individuals from Planned Parenthood, about believing black women and the importance of believing black women. And when black women say they are in harm, to believe them as so. And so you see two things, one within the pop culture setting, and then one around when it comes to dynamics with women in the public sphere and them being believed.
I don't think them religious scriptures are gonna help them in the court of I mean, you ain't get the law books, the Bibles, they don't work in the court of law too often. But he got lawyers. They got paid lawyers.
He seemed confident though. He seemed confident.
You think they telling the truth? You think she telling the truth about him really shooting her? Or was they in a relationship? They was fucking. That guy was high on that yada or something. And they was on that good drink and they just got to tripping.
I mean, hey, bro, I named Megan Thee Stallion. Like horses can kick. Like some motherfucking women can fight, bro. They hit you a type boy got, you know.
And she bigger than him too. You hear me? I think she like 5'11". He might be like 5'6". Yeah, they'll try to whoop that. They'll try to whoop him. Let me try to shoot you. You hear me? She probably was whooping his ass.
that's a good possibility. And big past that just a little bit. At the end, they spoke on an agenda for saying basically women are right all the time. Like,
Yeah. They put
that's
the
a deep,
planned parent
yeah,
childhood in there. They threw all the shit in there.
yeah, bro.
That
Like,
ain't got
so
nothing to do with it. Yeah.
didn't have nothing to do with that. So it seemed like agenda behind it too. But them like good questions, them good things to think about. Like them real good things to think about because they said she's gonna testify. She shot it. She said that he shot her in the foot. He said the driver shot her in the foot. End of the day, it looks like it's bro. Because this whole time, everybody has really been quiet about it. You ain't heard it. Tory Lanez been the only person he can drop songs about. He been the only person that's outspoken. That's normally the person that's keeping it real. The person that's being quiet, they trying to keep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you gotta pay close attention to it. So I say. I don't know. It's a good in the court of law. You know, it's whoever got the most. You know what I'm saying? The most influence.
Hakeem said, "Grandma came to court with her Bible, but when the judge hit the gravel, now I'm too far from my family to travel. I just can't unravel."
Yeah.
Yes, hey brother.
Yeah.
Ooh wee.
Damn.
I've been to trial.
Okay.
You hear me? I've been to trial. Facing two man, good luck to you, brother. You hear me? Because I know it's a court of rules. Hey, it's a rules, just like on this basketball court. When you get in this court of law, they got a set of rules. And if you don't know the rules, hey, I feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for you. But man, and the Me Too movement is out of control, bro. This out of control. They make allegations. Man, it's dude. I know dudes in prison. They for rape, and the girl's mama accusing the dude of rape got on the stand and said my daughter is lying, and they're still in prison. You hear me? So it's a toxic war against masculinity going on. The Me Too movement.
You say the daughter. The mama testified against the daughter, saying the daughter lying, and the dude still went to jail.
Still in prison, bro.
Yeah,
real.
Really.
That shit is deal. They could say anything.
It's rough. Like they saying she got shot in the foot. I don't know too many dudes just pulling out no gun, shooting no girl in the foot unless it's damn near self-defense. Like she beating the brakes off of her. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean that's I'm just kidding.
Yeah, to pull a murder on him. Make the Stallion, boy. She kicking like a motherfucker. She kicked. Hey, about 5'6". She probably, I'll whoop your ass, little ass. You know how they get to talking too. And imagine her money. So imagine her mouth. Oh, wait.
Man.
I could imagine what she's saying. You hear me?
Yeah, you could only imagine. So
and he got on some shit, some Harlem Night shit, or some start shooting on the ground. What is some Goodfellas shit? Start shooting on the ground like bitch. You hear me? And then accidentally shot her. Oh shit. It's like not the bitch. You hear me? Some bullet fragments or something, man. So I don't know. Whatever they got.
Saying everything. She popping her fingers. She
toxic.
You know what I'm saying? Like
toxic. What shit? Pulling out a gun and shooting. I don't like those type of love stories. Hey, bitch, if you in love like that, stay away from me, please. I don't need that type of love. You hear me? That's
hey. Some people put out their foot and say I shoot myself in the foot and say you did it. Like you know what I'm saying? It could be any kind of situation. Like
it's the mental health going on right now.
Listen to the agenda behind it. Like you have to listen to what's behind it. It ain't just, bro. Some of this shit be smoke screens. Look at this. Tory Lanez loses his career. Then all these other the Ye, that shit was unexpected. You know what I'm saying? The Kyrie Irving, it was unexpected. This been played out a whole certain way behind the scenes. It's like Tory Lanez the only one unwilling to say anything about it. You know,
and I don't know if it's clickbait. I don't know if it's clickbait, but they got stories like the people in the higher up set that up. You know how they be running skits in it, like it's a setup.
Bro,
Like,
we people. We need to start, just doing things of that nature too, and just see how people perceive it. See how they eat it up for real.
mm-hmm.
They gonna eat it up. Both of them become bigger musicians. They went through this court case. Tory Lanez got blackballed. He come back. He gonna come back harder than ever. Megan Thee Stallion, she gonna come back harder than ever. She done went through this major case. You have to look at this stuff for what it is, real. And it's really see-through, but it's all being played out in front of you. So it's like you have to become great enough to follow on script like that.
Yeah.
Follow your own script, because then you can see through the scripts. I'm saying it sounds like some wild stuff, but the only way I could look at that situation and say, hey, this is the way it happened is she disrespected him and beating the brakes off of him.
Yeah, yeah, that's when mama start reaching for the pistols. You know, if he didn't do it off a jump, he's like, man, yeah. Because I got some little short homies. They be getting a lot of domestics because of that reason.
Yeah.
You know, a woman thinking she can beat up a man, and she thinking it for real. You know that what type of state of mind that the man who already got a little man syndrome. You hear me? The little guy gonna cause the most problems. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, God damn, this nigga here, man. Don't make got the little man syndrome. You hear me? All right, brother. Just you know, yeah. So
that part.
Maybe he was on some BS. Maybe. I don't know though. I'm like, damn, you shoot. If he really shot her, I think he already be in jail. That's my personal opinion.
Come on. If he
really shot her,
come on, brother. Come on.
Hey man.
It would be a known thing. It wouldn't be behind the scenes. Like, it's too quiet around it since it happened. He the only one rapping, talking about it.
Then they talk about she lied to the police. So you saying you lying? You saying you lying? Yeah. So that already adds insult to injury. The story ain't credible. You said you lied to the police. Now she talking about she's scared because the police killing people. So I ain't gonna say we bitch. If you got shot, I'm a big fan of Megan Thee Stallion. I love Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all the female rappers. They getting their motherfucking money. Shit, however they doing it, they popping. I love them. But bitch, you hear me? But you just lied to the police. Now is you telling the truth or you like he shot you? That bitch, if a motherfucker shoot at you and they try to kill you, the time technically to say something is when the police arrive. If you're in fear for your life, motherfucker shooting a gun now. This ain't a fight. This ain't a slap. A motherfucker shot you. Now, if you ain't a gangster, motherfucker, you ain't finna pull out a pistol and try to, you hear me? Now, I don't know. It sounds unbelievable to me, but I wasn't there. Now we gotta believe the woman. You lied off of Jump Street to the police. Now motherfucker's supposed to believe you. Even though you lied to the police, we're supposed to still believe this. Man, that's
what.
If he did shoot her, he a whole ass nigga. Nigga slap the bitch. If you got to come to some domestic shit, I would recommend you doing that. But damn near don't shoot her. You gonna throw away your career, bro? Like
I just seen
so I don't know.
Women out here like Mayweather on their spouse, on their partner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 8-piece chicken combo. 8-piece combo. You ain't even just sit there eating it. You hear me? I'll see some terrorists with
or grab her, and then you'll see somebody like, bro, you never know the situation, but I'm not gonna say it's not an excuse. But you just never know in them situations, bro. You don't know if everybody being played. Period. this is the most. Tell me, bro. You just said she lied to the police. Off top. Off top. He talking like a bro. Normally in court cases, your lawyer, everybody tell you shut up, be quiet, like just right. So the person who doing that, bro, 9 or 10 gonna get caught in what it really is. You know what I'm saying? So what is perceived to be like that's what they do in that place. Anyway, they perceive things and say this is this, but they don't know the whole. They never know the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like it's totally different. They set out to make it look a certain way.
And they saying it's hurting his career. He's saying it's hurting his career. Well, if it is a publicity stunt, and at the same time, it's blossoming her career. At the same time, you're a victim. You're Megan Thee Stallion, and you're a victim of toxic masculinity.
Shout out to Tory Lanez. He just dropped the he dropped the song with Mo3. Yeah, they dropped the song together, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez for real. Spoil business, man. Like, end of the day, it's not about brother against brother, the sisters against the sisters. Like, we need to not fall for that foolishness. Like, there's no reason to fall for that foolishness. Somebody threw that they threw that cross out there. Ignore that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
End of the day, hey man, all the women are way more important than believing that. Y'all are way more important than believing that. The men, y'all way more important than believing that. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, it's all these different all these things are thrown at you to make you you know, man, lose focus. To lose focus. So therefore, man, just keep that focus, because this right here, I don't think it is really what it's played out to be. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I could really guess easily how it's gonna play out, but I don't know how it's gonna play out, because you're dealing with deception, trickery. You're dealing with a lot of different. The bigger the pot, the bigger the stakes. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, you talking about careers, all these different things, but it's hey, I value the people. Big up the Tory Lanez. That way I say that boy just dropped it.
And you get to become a criminal. My bad for interrupting you. You become a criminal. This is blossoms your career too. You hear me?
Real talk.
Like they were saying, Lil Wayne, he didn't have to go to prison, but they like, nah, go to prison. You hear me?
Yeah.
And it's gonna blow up your career. You know, a lot of these people, they got the money to fight the cases. Most people is in cases in prison because they don't got the money to fight the case.
Yeah.
But so the celebrity shit, like I said, I don't know. If you were in danger, fear for your life, the time to say it is when the police came. You hear me? Technically.
Yeah.
So if anything, but they still gonna charge him. Court, they don't care if you're innocent or guilty. We got a case. You gotta pay. People get here to get paid, people working. Shit, we trying to convict you in here. You come in here, we trying to convict you. So with that being said, I predict he probably catch a nigga just shooting a firearm and with bodily injury or something. He gonna get something. Shit, I don't know, cause shit. Tory shit, you shoot guns. You shoot guns. You shooting guns. Black men with guns. Oh, this is a your menace to society. You're not a hero or none of that shit. How they paint. You hear me?
Why he ain't go to jail that night?
It's a lot of questionable story thing because she so-called lied. She lied to the police. She lied to the police. She said she stepped on some glass.
So you're a female, right? You stepped on some glass but he shot you in the foot. Bro, a man that you scared of, who he's the aggressor, and he shoots you in the foot, you're not gonna say you stepped on the glass. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're gonna look like you just, bro.
Hey, you know he had to shoot the pinky toe off. You remember when Della Rouge went out there and whooped Eddie Murphy ass in Heart of Nights? He went out there, Della Rouge went out there 2-piece community. He said, all right, man, he had to Oh, you like to hit motherfuckers with garbage cans, huh? Then back in the day, you pulled out that thing. You said, all right, then. You better put that motherfucker up. I'm gonna shoot you in your pinky toe. You heard me? Did they get this scene? Is this a made up scene or is this for real? Because, like I said, in my mind, had this been for real, a man shot a woman and the police come, surely it's over with. You hear me? If you all got an altercation or what's the word I'm looking for? What's the incident report? If you ain't make an incident right there when the police come, you hear me? It's that shit over with. I'll throw that shit out. I'll put Judge Mathis on our case. Joe Mathis, what's his name? Joe Brown. Yeah, you know, yeah, put one of them. Get that shit out of here. Me, personally. If I'm the judge, because I don't see it. They got, they got all these men up here, man. They can say, hey, he raped me. You hear me?
Yeah.
They paying all the celebrities. Man, I've been doing concerts. I've been seeing the baddest bitches, and no disrespect to a woman when niggas say that, like baddest bitches. I was being disrespectful earlier, but not when I say this, baddest. Like, damn, where's these women coming from? Man, where are they coming from? They chasing tour buses in 20-degree weather. Like, damn, these women are goddamn supermodels everywhere. You're chasing the RV. And then you talk about these dudes gotta take some, man, come on. No, I'm not buying that shit. But for the motherfuckers that's doing that shit, fuck niggas, it is. There's plenty of motherfuckers that's in jail, but that's it. It's situational. You can never trust these Hollywood people. All they got is skits anyways. They acting. That's my thing about the rap music. Like we say now, some of us having this argument all the time. Yeah. Some of them doing the shit they talking about, but most of that shit is fictional.
Most of it.
Fictional characters. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah. God damn it. If Keanu Reeves ain't John Wick in real life, then goddamn Calvin Brothers is not Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? And so on. But the flip side to that coin.
But yeah, there we go, boss man. There we go. Bruce Lee. Yeah. Let's rep that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be like water. You know, water forms to whatever it is, whatever you put water in, it takes that form. So Bruce Lee passed mysteriously. His son on a movie set, he gets shot on a movie. They say they thought it was a flash, a cap gun, but they pop him with a real gun. So, bro, the bigger you get in Hollywood, the bigger the stakes. Like, you look at it like, everybody wants. That's what everybody wants. They want that. They want to be in Hollywood. Right now, we on, you know what I'm saying? We on the tube. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever connection or device, like it's all connected, you know, and that's what we need to figure out. It's a world wide web. We popping right now, like people see, they gravitate, all these things happen, but shit, like we have to realize the connection, the current that it really is, because I think we just look at all this stuff, we easily fool, we like, I don't to call people dose or stupid, or you know what I'm saying, or
deaf, dumb, and blind, not physically, mentally, or spiritually, but meaning deaf, meaning you can't hear the real shit that's going on or see between the lines. You hear me? Read between the lines. Go ahead though.
Nah, real shit, like read between the lines, like see in between. Not to say it is injustice. It is all these different things that we could call these different things. They those things because there are a structure built around all those things. Like they're programmed. Like end of the day, yeah, people just have to
just like
things. Like I say, bro, we used to go in on the color thing. We used to go on the color thing. I say, hey, I'm not black. You'll say, oh, you don't want to identify with anything. You say, nah. I just want to see shit for what I see it for. Like, I just want to look at everything exactly the way I see it. It's not a thing to where I'm trying to disconnect from people. This is what is that. But overall, if you become that, you get accused of being something different. That is a whole different thing. But yet, we was connected to our mother's umbilical cord. I go to it way deeper than that. But that energy goes to the umbilical cord, creates a baby comes from that. They have now made science to the point to where they can take an embryo and put it in a sack and keep it a certain temperature and all that and grow a baby the same way a mother can. So
And they cloning people. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we look at all these illusions, confusions, whatever you want to call it. What do you do? Like you can't. It's at a point we can't focus on the past no more. We can't focus on what people been talking about. Like that's where the young people actually have the motivation and the energy to change things. They really do. They really on some other whole total different energy like than we was. They just don't know where to direct it right. You know what I'm saying? They are like the generation behind us, bro. They make it look robotic, like people robotic and all that. But they in the midst of where people are gonna really become robots, or people can actually flourish to be what they was made to be. However, you know, there is something that wants you to be what you're supposed to be. But I say, if we start looking at things just for what it is, these things, this Tory Lanez, you know, Megan Thee Stallion, it's great for scripts. I didn't see nobody get killed. Really see, you know, end of the night, I didn't see nobody get beat up, black eyes, somebody, you know, HUD out a whole different type of way. I ain't see none of that. So, you know, it's a lot of questions around it. You know, I say people gotta ask themselves, what really are you looking at?
But damn, y'all in the court now, so
yeah.
surely is some seriousness to the issue because shit, he's at trial. Because whether they playing or not, these people don't seem to think he playing. They at trial trying to take somebody's life. You hear me? They want some time, some free slave labor. You go work for DOC, your Department of Corrections, for $40 a month. Shit. And they can stop your money, freeze all your assets, charge you court costs, attorney fees, DA fees. You paying all type of so shit. Surely they don't like going to court because they paying to go to court. So on the flip side of the coin, there must be some seriousness to the accusation. And as far as the music portraying a negative image on the media stations that the power structures own, it's the same thing like the bloggers. It's the same way why in America, why you know Don Juan, but most people don't know Dr. Claude Anderson. You hear me? Because negativity is going to get promoted. Bad news travels fast. In America, man, when I look at me, I'm helping. They've got to help feed little children. And come, you hear me? That's why they be nonprofit organizations. Because I say, minute you do something terrible, it's gonna travel fast, and that's what we want to see. People want to see fights. You know how many fights could stop if people just be like, "Oh man, y'all chill out, bro. Y'all chill out." But we're programmed pay-per-view. We like to see fighting. We like to see bloodshed. We like to. So instead of motherfucker doing this, hey bro, y'all chill out, bro. Y'all chill. We're gonna sit back and want to watch them fight and let some ignorant shit happen. When all we had to do was just, you know what I mean? Now,
hey, so when you look at Gladiators 300 and shit, what did you see? Like you seen the Prince up down with all of the cheering while motherfuckers fighting lions. They fighting 3 people at one time. Like this is what behind the scenes really look like. How they shooting each other, you know what I'm saying? How we make a celebrity, give them all this money, they drop dead. They back sitting just looking like there is a something, you know what I'm saying? To the point.
The Coliseum is still alive. They didn't kill the Coliseum.
Nah,
it's
bro,
still,
the Coliseum is, you know what I'm saying? You see the football players. They play football. Deion,
boxers, MMA.
What happened? What happened to him at 40? What happened to him at 45, at 50? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these, they call it what, CTE. A lot of these football players, bro, they having car wrecks for 20 years. Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? People don't really pay attention. Yeah, the Coliseum. You think who love the Dallas Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? Like people love Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, that Jerry Jones shit so forgotten about already. You hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
They don't care, man. I love the Cowboys. You hear me? They don't get with. They more concerned about Kyrie Irving. Hey, I know who I am. You know, I say that. People say we're not supposed to watch that type of shit. You hear me? I don't understand that. We're supposed to keep shining the light on our bullshit, but not everybody else's bullshit.
Hey.
That's what I be like when niggas be on some nigga hating shit. That's what I mean. You hear me? Don't, if bullshit is bullshit, you hear me?
Period.
No matter where it's coming from. Don't only shine a light on our shit. You hear me? Shine a light on everybody's shit. I'll be like, oh, you think your shit don't stink. Everybody else shit stink except yours. Oh, I think the shit. It don't smell like that. Yeah, that's yeah, I'm like, oh, your shit doesn't smell like shit. I was like, Jesus Christ. My ear. That's a phenomenon right there. You know, my shit doesn't stink, you know, but everybody else's shit stinks. I like, bro, we crazy, man. This is mental health thing going on, man. But in America, us all. Go ahead.
What's 11 days from now?
Christmas. Is it Christmas? Christmas? Whatever.
Man.
Man.
Hey, to everybody who popped that, Merry Christmas to you. You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
Hey, end of the day.
Please let my people go, man. We have to stop believing in mythology, man, and start believing in self. Our oppressors gave us these stories. That's what happened when you don't ask questions, man. When you just believe stuff and you don't ask questions, but on to the next. Go ahead, bro.
What color is Christ?
For real or the picture? The picture.
No.
That Michelangelo.
They did say hair was white. But they said
everybody heard get white from wisdom.
In a furnace. Bronze in a furnace. Red eyes. End of the day, the sun sparkles on your eyes, bro. 9 out of 10, they look red, brownish like.
Well, we say color doesn't matter. It matters to them.
See,
it matters to them.
This is the thing. This is why we fall for the illusions. Because we have a program that makes you not believe what you actually see. So you disconnect what you see. There's a disconnect versus what you actually download and program versus what you actually see, because you're forced to say something different. You know what I'm saying? You put in a corner where you're forced to say something different. Regardless of what it is, somebody say. The Pilgrims came to the Americas, and while the Pilgrims was in the Americas, the Indians taught the Pilgrims to cultivate the land for corn and take the land and take care of the land.
That's got me choking up more than the guys. You hear me? The Pilgrims come here helping. What?
But then they say
stories. They must be high, man.
They say Columbus came with the Pilgrims. So basically, to say California was here before it was California. Because before that land was called California, it was still there. And it was people there. You know what I'm saying? Every city, state to state, whatever it's called now, it always existed, and there was an energy of presence there. Whether it be animals, people, whatever it was there prior to. So if you have a disconnect where you don't ever know the prior to, you become subject to whatever somebody negates you. Like ever somebody calls you, you gonna eventually accept it. It was beating. You know what I'm saying? Like people beat their kids. Bro.
What's your name? I'm Kunta. Kunta Kinte. Your Toby. I said your Toby.
Yeah.
You hear me? Yeah. That's the olden days though. We're not in that position today as African Americans.
Wow.
I be like, man, along with everybody else that's playing the game though, into this monetary system. The plantation is so big, it's lifted up. They call them high rises now. The rich and wealthy people stand on everybody's backs. You hear me? Shit, they don't give a fuck about no color, but these green dollars, these greenbacks, I'm a bust you. You got to goddamn it. You hear me? These contracts like the NBA. You hear me? I need to make me some NBA forum contracts, and NFL forum contracts, and music label contracts where you do all the work and I get all the money. You hear me? I need to read a contract book. How do you do that?
But they don't watch out here this morning. And then they
Texas and Oklahoma get all that weather.
2 touchdowns in Fort Worth. Like, yeah. End of the day, bro. I had to say, in closing, great night, December the 13th. You know what I'm saying? We remember that we pay respects to everybody that came there before us to do the greatest, because that's what we set here to do. You know, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to y'all dogs. Like, definitely get with it. You know what I'm saying? Be a player, be an innovator. Don't be a hater. Like, squad business. So, past that, my closing statement is this. There is an agenda to separate male energy and feminine energy, masculine energy and the feminine divinity. There is something out there to want to cause obstruction there. A woman is beautiful. Her beauty and her mind can attract a man as great as she is. A man, you can preserve her. You can make yourself become the greatest part of yourself and attract whatever you want to attract. You know, we don't have to longer go with the Bible just saying, hey, do this because I said, believe this because whatever. Like, there's a different structure, son. It's in December and it's raining. It's acting like it's April. We in December, but it feel like it's April. You know, end of the day, there is a move. There's a mystic vibration. There's a mystic vibration. So my closing statement is, I don't know what happened with Tory Lanez or Megan Thee Stallion. I have zero clue. When I hear about it, I could come to a great conclusion very, very quick. Swift. It's easy to come to a conclusion. But to me, I don't feel like this situation, by all the situations I see, this is not actually the situation where I'm like, oh, I gotta pay greater. Tory Lanez lose his career because he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. You know? Like, is this a movie we watching? I don't know. But my closing statement, think before you speak.
Peace.
I'll just keep God body.
Appreciate y'all pulling up here. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all pull up here and y'all fucking with us.